Welcome. Week number 2 after a couple weeks off. We got the Cargill division here. I have with me commentating Michelle Manton and Tim Weisman. Welcome to the show, guys.
Good morning.
Hey guys.
Hey, that new intro music?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that the same as last year? No, it's new, right?
New.
Oh, I like it. That's like, whoa, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you're pumped up.
I know, how could you not be excited about Pro League with that kind of entrance?
Yeah, exactly. So we have some new teams. Obviously, it's been about 3 weeks since we played last. So for the people that didn't watch week 1, we're going to just reintroduce the new Cargill division. So we had the Fraser Valley Venom, the Rock and Rollers, the Pin Slayers, Toppler Roses crossing over, the Crushers rebranded from the Dream Crushers, the Misfits, the Mayhem, the Calgary Carnage, the Eclipse, the Caribou Thunder, Pin Sanity, Trash Pandas, and Quebec Rebels, our expansion team. As we've seen in week 1, Rock and Rollers and the Rebels really, the Rebless, as I accidentally misspelled it, really crushed week 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of happens. I wasn't expecting Pin Slayers to be where they're at, but I'm sure they're going to have a few good games later on the road on that. And
yeah,
obviously Pin Sanity was not necessarily the start they were looking at either.
Yeah, Pin Slayers, unfortunately, were a playoff team last year, but they had their last week at Brecken Lanes, and they're moving over to Duncan Lanes. So maybe some emotional play going on there for them in week 1, but we're sure they're going to bounce back stronger than ever.
No, for sure.
So with that being said, our matches for today, we have Calgary Carnage versus the Trash Pandas. Then the Trash Pandas take on Motor City Mayhem. And then the Thunder will be taking on our Trash Pandas. Trash Pandas have a 3-game day. So I bet they're hoping they get off to a hot start and hold on.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that can be an absolute benefit for them if they get on a roll. There's no breaks. You just kind of go in from one match into the other match, and you can carry that momentum. So hopefully for them.
Yeah. And then our other 3 teams, obviously they got single game days. So they're getting all warmed up for one quick match, and hopefully you bring home some points, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're all 3 good teams, though. I mean, Caribou has definitely a different feel this year. New players on that team, and honestly, Carnage and Motor City Mayhem are pretty much the same. So, yeah,
Carnage got a quick pickup, and with that being said, we might as well jump in and bring in our managers here. So, from the Calgary Carnage, we have Mr. Jeff Wilson, and from the Trash Pandas, we have manager Ken Kurtz. Morning, guys.
Morning,
gentlemen.
Good morning.
So your guys' first matches of this season. How's everybody feeling? Both teams have a little bit of a shakeup. Obviously, Carnage with the addition of Mr. Mark Miller, and the Trash Pandas adding Larissa, Dan Radai, and Madison Jenkins from Next Gen making the move down to the Trash Pandas. So give us your thoughts. Jeff, we'll start with you since you're the away team. Thoughts on the Mark Miller ad and how the Carnage are feeling this season? You guys do lots of off-season branding and promotion of the team, and just a little insight.
Yeah, I think we're, the team's all excited and really ready to go here. With that one game, let's kind of get it done. But, bringing Mark on, Kerry was a great player on the team, great supporter of the team. But I think bringing in Mark is just going to add to that dynamic that we've got on this team, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him come out and perform.
Yeah, for sure. And Ken, the Trash Pandas, how's the team feeling? You guys have a long day ahead of you here.
Yeah, we have to get 25% of our season done in one day, so hopefully everybody's raring to go. We sorry to see the ones from last year go, but I think we've added some pretty good talent on there, and they're ready to go.
Perfect. With that being said, I don't want to take up too much of your guys' play time here. So Jeff, your roster and your lineup for game 1 here.
Yeah, so we're going to have Kelsey and then Rob, Mark in the middle, Bobby, and then Brad following up there. And then we're going to have Derek and Tracy sitting on the bench ready to go.
Perfect. And Ken, Trash Panda.
We're going to be starting with Connor. Maddie's going second, Derek third, David fourth, and Curtis anchoring, and Larissa and Kara on the bench.
All right. Best of luck, guys. And your
luck,
next
guys.
ball counts. Have fun.
Good. Thanks.
All right.
Have fun.
Good luck. See you guys.
Good morning, guys.
Every ball counts.
All right. And just as we transition, Trash Panda cameras go down. Look at that.
Well, that seems about right, hey? Oh, dear. Oh, here we go.
We're getting them back.
Murphy's Law, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just figures everything's fine, and then it's not.
That could be just my side too.
Fair.
Well, this is going to be exciting. Like, obviously, Mark Miller being buried in that lineup, that's probably the best spot for him. So we get to see Madison right away in the lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
So for the Carnage, who's sitting then? Would that be Curtis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Curtis is sitting. Okay.
Go ahead, Tim. You can go through the roster really quick.
Sure. So we have Curtis Kaplan, Kelsey Wilton, Tracy Smith, Brad Wilton, Bobby Kite, Rob Wolfson, Derek Dobbs, Mark Miller. Manager is Jeff Wilson, and the center is Toppler Bowl.
Perfect. And Michelle.
For Trash Pandas, we have Connor Levitt, Curtis Deering, Kara Deering, David Sisko, Derek Lewicki, Larissa Long, Madison Jenkins, Dan Radeye, and then managers Ken Kurtz out of Panorama Lanes and Medicine Hat.
Perfect.
And it looks like they must have Dan off for their team then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
with three games, right? You're probably going to get a chance to get everybody in for sure.
I would think so. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Connor ripped the strike right off the bat.
Yeah. You never know though, right? Like if the team's going hot, you might want to just stay with that. That would be a nice problem to have, a team going on. Well, maybe just leave everybody the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
Winning usually does that, right? If you're playing well, I'm okay sitting on the bench. Mm-hmm. If you're not playing well and you're sitting on the bench, it's a different story, I think.
Yeah.
And it's also good to see Mark back bowling, obviously. Mark, I guess, was on the Carnage. It was before it was the Paradise Marvel. So he's kind of coming back to his old team, I guess you can say, to some extent there. And obviously, anybody knows Mark. Mark doesn't like to necessarily play the bottom. He likes playing anywhere but the bottom. So it worked out okay for him to get buried in the middle there.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Well, and being the new guy on the team, he probably doesn't want to be like, I want to play leadoff, or like put me where you want me, and then we'll figure out through the season where it works best. But
yeah.
And for Trash Pandas, it's a very similar lineup to what they usually play. You've got Connor at the top, Curtis at the bottom. That's pretty standard. And then that middle three kind of changes around where Derek's going to be and where David's going to be. But it's interesting. Fair. Yeah.
I have to say, I'm a big fan of David. I always like watching David play.
Yeah. You
Always,
know what? I was bowling beside David. I forget which shift it was at the Autumn Open, and every time I looked over, he was throwing strikes. But then at the end, his score didn't really reflect that. So he must have run into some head pin problems and stuff like that. But he throws such a good shot when it's in the pocket. He doesn't get roasted too often. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, when he's on, he's on. Absolutely. Yeah. And he's really come a long way too through the years, right? Like he does a lot of the cash turns, and I think that's really upped his game as well and made him more comfortable. You see him really coming out of his shell. Because I've known him since he was in Youth Challenge, and he was a pretty quiet kid. Obviously, with Bobby being his mom, right?
Yeah.
They're just a quiet family, but you really see him coming out of his shell, which is great to see.
Mm-hmm. And let's face it, he has a lot of love for the game, more than a majority of us do, right? And when you have that much love in the game, you're going to put that much effort forward, right? So he deserves all the accolades he gets.
And I think with Connor being in Medicine Hat now, the two of them together, it's like almostly, I think, like obsessive about it. So
Fair.
I think
So
when they were
we're off
coming
to
back
a-
from Regina last year, they had whatever they stopped at. If they had a bowling there, like it was. Sorry, Carrie, go ahead.
Oh, you're all good. Off to a hot start here for the Carnage, all black marks, and we have the Trash Pandas all split up their marks here with a couple open frames, but
Yeah.
I see we don't have team total for the Trash Pandas.
Oh. We do
Maybe
not.
we can get them to add that with that fancy scoring system they got going on at Panorama Lanes.
I do like how they did a nice color contrast for the 5PL.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're tough to read, right?
Yeah. Well, poor Maddie's a bit on the head pin. Not sure if it's just a little nerves, maybe.
Yeah. She ain't missing. Just dead on the beak.
Yeah.
It's getting there. Honestly, I haven't seen much of Robbie lately. He didn't play the Masters.
No.
Right, and then he only played one shift and qualified out of Toppler this past weekend. Right, so it's nice to see that. It's nice to see them out bowling.
Absolutely.
Cole's beside Maddie's name.
Oh, beside Maddie's name? No. We'll see if they can get that added.
Yeah. Well, I guess it is.
Derek?
Okay, so it is adding at the bottom, but it's not adding in the counts. So if you look down by David, it says 40. So it's not that it's got the scores, it's just not adding in the marks yet.
So we're gonna have to use some math.
Yeah. Not math. Not on a Sunday morning. That's just me.
No.
It's funny, all the scoring systems, even across just the 5PL, right? There's some centers that have old Pro Score, some that have the brand newest Cubica, some that have literally, what is Toppler using? They're using Mendez, yeah. And then you have Neb's Fun World, who built their own.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many different scoring systems.
Yeah, the Brunswick Vector with Dynamite. And then you have Steltronic. Like, yeah, there's 6 or 7 different ones, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't there there was one in like Quebec last year that the way it added in scores, you're just like, where are these numbers coming from? And I remember us having many conversations about it. I'm trying to remember what the theory it was using, because it was not anything that I'd ever seen before. You were just kind of looking at it and you're like,
I think that was in Perry.
Yeah, it's in Perry, and the Rebels and the Lumberjacks both have it on the 5PL. So it's like an estimate what they think they're going to shoot. But it's not full counts either. It's like
you're just like, where did that number come from?
Yeah, it's weird hits and
yeah.
So another good frame for both. You think about it, even though they have a bunch of doubles up there and a couple opens, that still think Trash Panda is a little bit in the lead with all the marks there in a row.
Right.
Yeah, they got an extra 125 points up there, or 135 points. Sorry.
Connor's on it today.
First turkey of the week.
Did he do his first ball on Facebook?
Ooh.
Question.
I haven't been on Instagram this morning. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either.
I'm sure he
This
did.
one? Oh, there we
There
go,
you go, man.
Maddie.
Yeah.
It's bound to
Happy
happen.
punching.
A little adjustment.
So the Trash Pandas last season was the tale of woe. They kept running into the hot
Oh my
game of the
goodness.
day.
Yeah.
And I think they took it a little too hard. They coming out throwing lots of
Yeah.
strikes this time.
Absolutely. That was so hard last year. Speaking of somebody who was on that team.
Yeah. You guys
Yeah.
you guys had a big average against. I'll let you
Yes.
know that.
Yes, we did. Oh, we were aware.
It's just luck of the draw sometimes, right?
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting there and you're like, are you kidding me? Like there was a couple where we'd thrown a good game and whoever we were going against is just, you're like, oh, okay, no, go ahead, throw a couple 400s against us, that's fine. Or the entire team average over 300, that's great, that's no problem.
Yeah. Still a good start there for Derek. Double corner.
Oh, power chop there for David.
Be interesting to see how Toppler sets up the Carnage and the Roses match now that they're both in the same division. Be kind of really cool for that.
Well, I think they're going to still play on their lanes, right? So Carnage on 4 and Roses on 6. There'll be a.
Oh, really?
I wonder if there'll be some finger pointing and fist pumping between the teams. That'll be good.
There is a different element when you have the other team in your center. Obviously, we dealt with that before, and then you can hear them get a strike before the screen shows it, right? So, gives you a little bit of a difference there. Bobby with a good strike there.
It's so. I know some of these teams are obviously they're in remote or more remote locations, so they only have one team in there. But then you have like Toppler hosting 2 5PL teams, Sherwood Park hosting 3, Bonnie Doon hosting 2. Like it's neat to see, and the teams that build out of it, right? Like the Average Pros and the Bombers, like such contrast in the center alone. Much less playing in the same center with the same pinfall.
Yeah. It will be crazy. I guess we can tell people, but Bull Alberta changed some dates after we set the schedule out, and unfortunately, sure, Bull was supposed to host something on a certain day. So we're gonna have the Bombers, we're gonna have the Crushers, we're gonna have Misfits, and we're gonna have Next Gen all playing at Bonnie Doon at one day.
Oh wow!
We all play each other too. So
oh my goodness!
I'm sure the bandwidth is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sure
that day.
we do know we can run 3 streams. 4 is a different story. So
yeah.
That's crazy.
It's
but what a different dynamic though to have the other team there, right? Like you were saying, you hear the celebrations, you hear, when things are getting really exciting, and when you're just by yourselves, it's fairly quiet, right? So that does make a difference, I think, to how the match is going to go.
So a little insight from Mr. Matt Leonard. Greber and Puri are Mendez machines or Mendez scoring, but they are changing them out. Oh, Greber is changing. So maybe not Puri.
Connor opens up there. Chelsea throws a strike, and she's in the lead already.
Yeah.
So funny how that just flips around pretty fast there.
Yeah. She wasn't giving any ground on him though. She was marking.
I think she's underrated. She doesn't play a lot because of work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not saying she's forgotten, but I just think that she doesn't play a lot, right? As much as
she's
maybe
not
other
visible.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I tell you what, she's definitely a fierce competitor. I put her in the top 5 in Alberta, probably.
Yeah.
I think you ask anybody in Alberta, it's a little scary going up against Kelsey.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. She just gets this look about her when she's on the lane. Like when
yeah.
you know her off the lane, obviously she's one of the funniest people that I've ever talked to. And her and I have some great conversations, but yeah, on the lane, she is just like, she is business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it is like fierce.
Scary. Yeah.
Do you think that's helped? Do you think that's helped Brad's game at all?
Well, I think she married up, right, with Brad. And then no. I think Brad's always been solid, right? I don't think it's changed anything by any means.
No. The Wiltons, probably one of the best couples out there for bowling wise, family wise. They're amazing people.
Yeah.
Bobby running into a head pin there.
Panorama 12 count. Everybody going to the Open Provincials this year. Just get used to that.
Well, I think maintenance will be good there. I mean, Curtis does a great job there. Fortunately, I haven't been there for the people, but
yeah, no, it's been really good.
Well, like besides lane 4 or lane 3 starting on fire, it was really good, Tim.
It was on fire?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think the motor in the back caught on fire.
Right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. That makes things
during the Sunday finals.
Yeah.
Aside from that.
Aside from that.
Sometimes you just don't know what's going on in the back, I guess, eh?
No. Oh, good break for Curtis there. Oh.
So add another 90. Now, does the Mendez one count strikes and marks?
Yes, it does. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Well, you might need to do some math on that, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to leave all the math to you, Tim.
Yeah, that's great. Perfect.
I like that plan. I can get in with that plan.
Well, I mean, Trash Pandas right now have 468. So, with all their marks included. Going into the final frame before the commercial break. Oh, she gets away with it.
She's like, I can't believe that was a strike. Well, Kelsey, we feel the same way. No, that's just good. One more. Nope.
That's a good shot for Robbie. They're putting on a little bit of a charge.
Yeah.
Do you guys find that tough when you guys finally get to turn around and have a little bit of a charge and then a fifth frame? Does that make it tough for everybody?
Yeah.
It does for us, I know that.
I think that's the neat part about the 5PL, right? Is like it's literally two halves of the same game, but you got to get up. You don't want to be down too far by the time you get to the commercial break, and then your team gets 3 minutes to sit there and stew about how the first half of the game went. Right? Either you're hot and you're ahead, or you're behind, and now you got to try and figure something out to claw back what you missed. Right?
And how many times do you see where like somebody's gone in hot on the fifth frame, they come back and they've just kind of lost it, or vice versa? You know, maybe it was a little struggle and then you just managed to turn it around for the rest of the game. Like that is part of the game, is that break, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's add something a little bit to it. Obviously, it's for our sponsors and for the businesses that put in the money to help us run this show and bring pro league bowling across Canada live every Sunday morning. But it also adds just that little wrinkle into everybody's matches.
For sure.
Bobby with 3 head pins through 5 frames. It's kind of falling behind David a little bit, but then David punches too. So now it's a 1-ball game.
Yeah.
Or 1-frame game.
Great shot by Brad. Like, not to brag, David, but I spared that up last weekend. So, you know, it's a little disappointing.
60.
Really let it down there.
Yeah.
97. I'm just trying to figure out if our Mendez is counting everything. So that's weird. It counts everything but the actual frame. So 522 is before the marks in frame 5.
Okay.
So weird. 522 to 513, halfway through the match. We'll run a commercial break and we'll come back with the actual scores after
44.
Curtis has done this frame.
You just had to add another 60 to the trash pandas.
And another 60 to Toppler, I think.
575. No, there you go. No, just under 600. 598.
To the 522 of Toppler, but I think that's actually short too. I think it's 582. But we will add the scores up and we'll let this commercial break run.
Perfect.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
So maybe I am having a stroke. I think the Top La Rosa score, or sorry, the Carnage score is 552, not 522, but that's how I do math.
I'm just looking at it. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of math happening right there.
I'm sure Derek can hop in and tell us exactly how that works.
Yeah, probably.
I'll be honest. I'm just
half
taking your guys' word for it because I don't want to do any math.
That's pretty fair.
Sorry, keep cutting Carrie off. Welcome to doing an event with me. You'll start talking, and I'll just sit in there, and it'll be fine.
Looking at the matches, are there any ones you think might make a poll or adjustment? They're all pretty close, considering.
Well, we do know that Derek's coming in for Bobby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Carrie. Again.
No, you're good. You're good. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. Yeah. It's all pretty solid.
There you go. Maddie comes in and just, yeah.
Oh my God. That is the first ham bone. Madison Jenkins.
Yeah. Well done.
Good for Maddie, eh?
That's fantastic.
I know the dynamic
was so nervous.
Yeah. I know the dynamic was a little bit different on Next Gen. But I definitely think that she's in a good spot here and should be able to play a lot more frames.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot more opportunity.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's skilled, right? So it's good to see her play well. Now the Carnage is slowly coming back here, so
yeah, Pandas are having just a little bit of struggle with the head pins.
Yeah,
with Connor and Derek. Let's see if David and Curtis can come in and kind of pick it up.
With Bobby, obviously he got pulled, but I don't think anybody knows, but Bobby's actually not playing league at all this year.
Oh,
he just used to, or maybe I think he's not playing at all. And obviously next week he's going to be heading out to I guess, is it Maine or somewhere for Candlepin Worlds soon?
Yeah, so, Candlepin Worlds are coming up.
Yeah. I see that obviously Schultz is going to be there with him again. And I see that Brad Glynn I saw was going to go. I don't know if Brad's on a different team or whatnot, but Brad's going, Glenn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There you go. Another great frame for Carnage.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice seeing the crossover happening, right? Obviously there's 5-pinners that go play duck pin, duck pinners that come play 5-pin. We're having more 5-pinners going back and playing Candlepin. Obviously Bobby and those guys were originally Candlepinners, but you have Schultz, Brad Glynn. Maybe we'll see some more Candlepinners cross over and come play this way.
Yeah. There's been we've had a plethora of Candlepinners play, right? I mean, Bobby and Freddie and Sean Langlois, Kathy Langlois, Mike Hall, Kevin Chisholm, right? Kevin, if everybody remember Kevin was one. So there's been a plethora that we've had out west that have been really successful, right? So
there we go. Curtis,
a little bit of a rough start for Pandas after the break, but everybody's on the middle.
Yep.
697 for obviously the Pandas. And I don't know if the Mendez machine is to be trusted, but
yeah. I did reach out to Derek hasn't commented yet, so that's great. So
Oh, and it looks like Larissa's going to go in for David in the next frame.
Okay.
Switch that up a bit.
Hmm.
Sub against sub.
Another
Madison.
She's
Yahtzee.
a rock star, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she really is. She just had to get those few little kinks out and those nerves out in the first couple of frames, and then away she go.
Mhm. So she's playing out with you guys at Holiday, right?
Yeah, and she's doing really well. Not surprising. So we bowl in the same league.
Okay, perfect.
I think she's averaging like, I don't know, 250 something, which in Holiday is like Diane Violini level bowling. So
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
It's all right.
Robbie with a chance for his first hand bone, and he pulled the Kreitz Yip.
Oops.
Let's see how that changes. I mean, you could have a really good frame for Trash Pandas, and momentum can flip just like that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're putting some marks together here.
Mm-hmm.
This would be a big ball for Mark here.
Yeah. Another chance. So just a little quick on that first ball.
Here is it. And again, Larissa had a great weekend last weekend too, as well.
Oh yeah,
she sure did.
Making the cut at the autumn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her confidence level has just grown so much in the last couple of years. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, if people haven't seen the ladies podcast last Wednesday, Larissa was on and just speaking exactly on that about her confidence, and she's come a long ways from the first time I've met her to where she's at now. Like she's just as good as anybody out there.
And I saw a real change because obviously I've bowled with Larissa since she was 19. And her and I have been doing green and gold for ages. And I just noticed such a shift in her last year where, I was struggling a little bit, and it was always me having to kind of be the mature, the senior person in the group. Right. And she just like was in there and she was like, all right, mama, this is what we're going to do. You need to do this. And I was just like, whoa, what just happened? There was just this real shift, where the confidence, and I see it too when she's coaching the youth at the youth challenge too. Like it's great to see, honestly, her coming into her own.
Yeah, she's definitely always had it, right? Too bad that obviously the master year that she qualified, she wasn't able to represent Alberta out of Newfoundland for that. But that being said, obviously it was kind of a stepping stone to where she's at now. So
absolutely, it would be nice to see her come back into Masters.
Yeah.
Connor with a double there, trying to put some space in between him and Kelsey.
Ooh.
Aces. Oof.
Ooh. Well, that is not what she wanted to see in that frame.
No. Again, and now that match flips again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Madison's just like, she's just on there now. Like, it's so nice to have her. Like, if I were on that team, to be like, oh, thank God that's not being thrown against me right now. So.
Yeah. Poor Robbie.
Yeah.
Robbie was looking for a hand bone, and then he looks up, 6-pack after I screwed that up. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, and she's that kind of bowler too. Like when she gets on that run, like and you know it too, right?
Yeah.
She's just going. She's solid that way.
There's a reason she earned the nickname Train.
Yes.
Right? She
absolutely.
just gets on a roll and just goes. So solid.
And she seems to kind of balk at that nickname too a little bit, which is hilarious because I'm like, it's okay. My husband did give her a new nickname when she moved down here. He calls her Nermal. So do you guys ever see, like, I know I'm gonna like age myself. So there's the Garfield cartoons, and
Correct,
and he has this nemesis, which is the cutest cat in the world, named Nermal. The big eyes. You know?
Get it. I get it. See what's happening here.
Yep.
Yeah, so Trash Pandas, look at them go. They're really starting to take off here. Miller's going to have to keep Carnage close here with Wilton working on a double down below too.
Oh
my God.
He gets tapped and Curtis runs his out, and there's like a full strike for that.
And whiskey frame for the Trash Pandas.
Yeah. So just to give you guys kind of an up-to-date on the other game. The other game right now, you're looking at a possibly 796 to a 785 going into the 8th frame for Holy Rollers over Bombers.
Over Bombers. Ooh.
Yeah. And a different lineup, obviously, for the Bombers because, I mean, Brett's playing, but DB's now the manager, and they started Mark at lead and put Mapstone as anchor.
Ooh,
wow. Split for Derek.
Some unlucky breaks for Carnage.
Yeah, they're getting a little heavy. The corner for Miller was a little rough. Wilton's working on a double down below, so lots of points are still for Carnage. So 90, 135 to add on to the Pandas.
Yeah.
37 plus 135. So they're at 972. So this match is still really close for team totals.
Yeah. And honestly, Brad being at the bottom there, Brad is so solid. Nothing ever gets him up or down.
Yeah. He's just doing his own thing down there. Trying to keep the team going.
Yep.
And boom. All right. Foundation frame number 9.
There we go.
Pandas with obviously the slight edge in marks, but the totals are so close at the moment. There's a corner.
Oh,
Mapstone's struggling, eh? Oh, tough luck for him. Again, with Kelsey and Connor now, that just flips again, right?
Yep. Oh.
Maybe not.
A little surprising miss for Kelsey there.
Nice. So she has some work in 10. Connor will have a 2-ball advantage going into 10. So that's or 1-ball advantage.
Yeah, I was going to say really close match there.
Yeah.
Neither of them going into 10 with a mark.
There we go.
There you go. Robbie's just playing for the bottom, right? So
yeah.
Madison's just like okay. Her in that like wow face. I think last year Mitch had like captured that and brought that up every time she got a strike or something. But
I don't think she thought she had that one.
No, she did not.
It's a little thin. Still a shaken martini. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's a huge lead though for that match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Derek.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
this is where things kind of change, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, that opens up that match too. Derek with the double working.
Yeah. If ever, yeah. It could be a 6-2 or, with the moment. See if Dobbs can throw one here.
Yeah. Try and claw back that sub match, right? They both have subs in here for this one. It's been a bit of a rough go.
Yeah. Oh, head fin.
Punch.
And honestly, we always say every match matters, and 1 point there. I mean, it came down to that for us, right, Kerry? So
Yeah.
we just never know when you need those points.
It came down on both divisions, right? Teams 5 and 6, they both tied on both sides.
Right.
It's, as much as we think 1 point, oh, that won't matter in the end, it does. You need every pin, every shot. Another great frame by the Trash Pandas. Carnage. Brad needs to keep Carnage here close in team total. So we got 1141 for the Trash Pandas.
Yeah. Big ball here.
Great shot.
Oh.
Good job, Brad.
Yeah, he's
Doing
keeping
what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, frame 10. Here we go.
Keeping it exciting.
Yeah. So right now it would be, if it finished, be 6-2 Trash Pandas, but obviously there's a couple matches that are still open.
Yeah.
Big bomb from both of them.
Ooh,
Oof.
big shots.
Yeah.
Here's a point that's up for grabs for either one.
Yeah.
Yep. Connor needs to do a double chop to shut her out.
Yeah. He's ahead by 4. Or ahead by 7, sorry.
Oh, and he gets tapped.
Roasted.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And there's that
Kelsey needs
intensity.
side of the middle.
Yeah. You got a split. Split gets it by 1. Let's see what happens here. Oh, wow.
She just throws another bomb. And that's what makes her such a fierce competitor. Like, you can just see, like, it is not shaking her. She comes off of that and she's just like, I got this.
Yeah. Maddie's run comes to an end, but stacking points.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So Maddie opens here. Now if Robbie can bang out, all of a sudden that's huge for total, and that changes everything too, right?
Yeah.
Still a great game by Maddie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Amazing game. Probably feels like it should be a lot more, but 3 open frames.
Yeah.
Robbie's just looking here to give Brad a shot, right?
Yeah.
Let's give Brad the best chance to get those 3 team bonus points.
Oh, a little bit uneasy on his feet there. Oh,
a turkey for Derek.
Yeah. Derek's always been so steady for down south there.
Absolutely.
Solid game by Robbie there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Derek's
Yeah, not much Miller can do here. He's got to put up the most points he can. Hope Derek leaves him a spot, right?
Well, he can get him by 1, can't he? No, sorry.
Oh,
Because at that point,
yeah,
Miller
you're
was,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been 16 to 15.
Yeah. That's why you guys got me doing math today.
that's
Yeah.
right.
I am struggling. Great comeback by Derek, though.
Yeah, they didn't count
Really
his
put the.
He just needs something on the side here, unless it could be a tie then, or just lose by 1. There he goes.
Oh,
That's a good way to come in for Larissa for the win there.
Yeah, she takes the win. Well, she secured, or she did, yeah. She stole the win.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Here we go.
So it's all going to come down to the end here.
Yeah.
Now, do we get some gamesmanship and
I think Curtis will wait.
Or will he just go up there and throw his 3 strikes and let Wilton do his thing? Oh, no.
yeah.
So what's counting again on this one? On Mendez?
I don't think it counts the last strike for Brad.
Okay.
So it's down 15. So I think they're at 13-12 or 13-13.
So Brad needs to half this up then. No, it's not counting.
Mendez.
I think it's 5-5. He's gets the 5 count. He's good. 38.
38 plus the 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's counting 10.
So it's 5-3. Still a great game by them. Shows how big 10 is, right? Mark and Kelsey banging out helps us.
I think that is the total.
Oh,
it is? Wow.
What? Oh.
So 6-2 Trash Pandas.
No, 5-3 Trash
5-3.
Pandas.
5-3, yeah, sorry.
Because Maddie and Larissa's match are the wins and team total.
Wow.
That is so crazy.
Wow.
Both great
games. That's match number 1.
Oh, that's how we're starting the day.
Yeah. We will bring in our managers here once Jeff is settled. So 5-3 win for the Trash Pandas.
Wow.
The Carnage put together such a strong 10, and Brad obviously playing so phenomenal, shooting 305, Mark Miller 316. Just that 4 match kind of hung Carnage a little bit there. Okay, let's bring in our managers. So from the Trash Pandas, we got Mr. Ken Kurtz, and from Carnage, Jeff Wilson. Hey guys.
Hey, what a match.
4 points. Who would have thought?
Wow.
Kara, am I
That's
still
crazy.
talking here? Or-
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we
Ken,
can
can
hear
you
you,
hear us?
Ken.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
I'm computer illiterate.
no worries. So we got a 5-3 win for the Trash Pandas. Maddie with the 327 was kind of the difference maker there. She got the extra 57 points on Robbie, and then that 4-hole match was kind of where the remainder of the points were kind of being decided there, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just tough go. Too many head pins and just couldn't get the extra sticks there for Derek and Bobby. But yeah, amazing start to the season. A 5-3 loss isn't the worst thing in the world. It's better than a 7-1.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Better start than what we had last year. So I will take a positive on that one for sure.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Amazing bowling. Just give us your couple quick thoughts here on your guys' match, and we'll start with the away team again. Jeff, how are you guys feeling?
Yeah, you know what? I thought it was a great start. You know, at 1340, that's a big game when you look at it. And so, you know, it was good. Mark was phenomenal. And just his personality on the team is just creates a bit of that different dynamic, which I think is amazing for our team. And we'll continue to go, and looking forward to the weeks coming up here.
Perfect. And Ken, Trash Pandas, obviously first game of the season. You guys have 2 more going still.
Yeah, we came right down to the end. We were kind of not watching the score quite close. We thought the other team's score wasn't all added in, but on your system it is. So it was, I guess we say we lost so many of those last year by throwing 13.5s or whatever and getting totally beat. So everybody's good. Maddie, with her middle games there, really held us in good.
Yeah. Before we obviously let you guys go, that was kind of the train that was going on. Like Maddie was holding the Trash Pandas in, and then later it was Mark Miller and Brad Wilton keeping Carnage in. Those strings of strikes obviously were amazing, fun to watch.
Yep.
All right. Well, Carnage, have the rest of the day, NFL Sunday, have some fun, and sorry, Trash Pandas, you have 2 more matches to go.
Already.
All right. Good luck the rest of the day, Ken.
And yeah, we'll be good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
All right, here we go, team. We're going into match number 2. Let's jump straight in, bring in our managers back. Well, we'll have to wait for the one manager, but we can bring in the visiting manager.
He's probably having a potty break here.
Yeah, maybe. Mr. Steve Barker from the Mayhem. How's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Good, good. We had an interesting match number 1.
Yeah, we were watching. We were watching on. Jeff's got it on the monitor beside us, and I was watching along. Quite a finish. Hopefully, we can continue with matches like that today.
Yeah, for sure. Ken is just having a quick sip while we're doing interviews here.
He's like, I've already talked to you guys. I think you're up.
He's got a long day.
Yeah, no, he does for sure. So obviously you guys have watching the first match, Steve. Have the Mayhem been doing anything besides practice? What have you guys been doing to get ready for this match? Your match of the day.
Yep, nope. We're practicing. Of course, Jeff helped get everything set up this morning. Matt actually just got here. He played 2 games of his Sunday morning league in Toronto and then drove here. So yeah, it's been a busy morning. A few of them played Masters tournament in Collingwood yesterday, which is 2.5 hours away. So yeah, we're ready to go.
Perfect. That's great to hear. So might as well just get straight into this match. Ken, Trash Pandas, what's your lineup for this match?
Lineup starting with Connor, Maddie in second, Derek in third, Larissa in fourth, Curtis in anchor, and Kara and David on the bench.
Perfect. And Steve, what's the lineup for the Mayhem this year?
Yeah, we're going with John Cowan and then Connie Ward, Linda McLean, Jeff England, Matt Houston, Davin Florent, and Nathan Cooper on the bench. Ian has his club golf tournament championship or something today, so he's unavailable.
Oh yeah, that's really rough for Ian. I feel bad.
And it's a beautiful day here. It's like sunny and 19 degrees. So
I'm sure he appreciates. Yeah, exactly. Well, best of luck to both teams, and have some fun.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck, Ken.
Alrighty. So first look at the Mayhem this season. Obviously the exact same team as last year, and they were a playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely great lanes at Nebs. Obviously Jeff on the team, Jeff England and his family put on such a good facility for their bowlers, and we're happy to have them part of the 5PL. And like John Cowan's now a duck pin player. He's not really that great at 5-pin anymore, I heard.
Didn't he just win the Club Tour Championship?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
He wins at like all the duck pin tournaments he goes to as well. So.
The speed he throws with the revs he throws, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So little change to the Trash Pandas lineup. Not surprising. Keeping Larissa in that 4 spot.
Yeah, she came in and stole that point. Well, didn't steal it, but secured it. I think it was like 5 points difference when she came in, and she made sure that they got it and got the extra pinfall that they needed to squeak out the total team pinfall on the Carnage, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, again, like the Mayhem's team is so good. I mean, how can you not have a great team with Connie on there, right? And we obviously talked about a little bit about John. Matt Houston's always been a kind of a stud, and he's obviously coming out here at TPC and playing again. He won a club tour tournament last year.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's so cool to see. Like, we have literally panorama lanes that is not near like an international airport, playing some players that are national competitors every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get to see Jeff England. Like, Jeff England doesn't play anything, but he plays on the Mayhem.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I love this dynamic that like Larissa gets to play against Jeff England. That'll never happen anywhere else.
Yeah. No, this league's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And like all the teams are competitive. They all match up well. Like you don't see blowouts very often. Like it's so neat that, and I guess you see that at every tournament, right? You could be playing somebody that just blew somebody out. They shot 1,000 triple, but they go to their next match and they're playing somebody that's struggling shooting 700, and it seems like that matches up. It's not like, oh, I got rolled over by the guy that's running hot. It's, oh, I'm playing this person, and just the energy or whatever that situation is, it always seems to be pretty even.
And both teams have, players that are very equally adept at fixing tangles and different things that are happening on their lanes.
I think that's the MO, right? On most of these pro league teams.
Yeah. Go fix your own lane.
Yeah, we don't wanna. Yeah.
Maddie, similar start to this game as she had to last game.
Yeah. That start means absolutely nothing.
Nothing. No. Great.
I have to make it out to Nebs at one point. I mean, I can tell you right now, I probably fall on my face trying to go for that tangle down those stairs.
Yeah. Quite the little obstacle there.
Yeah. Well, they have a whole storage facility for the 25 feet in front of the pins. They built a little mezzanine that you really can't tell unless you're at the lanes. Like if you bend over at the foul line, you can tell that there's room behind that masking unit, but it's pretty clever what they came up with in utilizing space and innovation. So like when is Curtis going to do that? He has all the free time in the world, doesn't he?
Right? No problem. Run a ranch, run a bowling alley.
You know what? Those two, I don't know how they find the time. I know I struggle with time. I don't know how they do it. And plus there's 3 kids in all different sports.
And then like being involved in IBC and stuff, like Curtis is calling me up on a Saturday saying, "Hey, I got this idea. Yeah, do you have time?" Like you're just,
and you always make time for them. Always you have to.
Yeah, they looking at it like from an outside viewer, like you look at proprietors that how much they put effort in. Like obviously Tim, you guys at Sherwood Bowl, Jeff at Nebs, like Curtis and Medicine Hat now. Like it's amazing to see the proprietors get back into the sport.
Absolutely.
There for years, we had a lot of proprietors. They moved away from it, more entertainment value, more cash flow business, right? Like we all understand that it is a business in the end, but to see them give back to a sport is pretty cool. Helps us out. That's literally the only reason the 5PL became a thing is proprietors got behind it, right? If the proprietors didn't care, we wouldn't be having one lane for 3 hours for a team to bowl virtually against somebody else.
Correct.
Yeah, outside of their normal business hours. Right? Like for a lot of them.
Yeah.
I do think that honestly, like it does give you some exposure as a center for certain things. I think there is a little bit of a bonus to that. And honestly, like I know Carrie's been there when we've had open play beside us or whatnot. I mean, you're looking at them, man. It's like they're probably thinking, "Look at these losers bowling on a camera," and then all of a sudden they start watching all the strikes and spares and seeing the other's camera up there. And then they become thinking about it, right? So it's a little bit different, a different exposure of the sport. So there is a benefit to hosting it as well, right?
Right.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And we hope it. Like that was kind of the original idea behind the Pro League is the teams are what we are investing our time in. It's the teams that need to go to their proprietors and be like, "Hey, we need a facility that can host us. Would you be willing to do that?" And then the team works with the proprietors, and that way we don't need to
Mm-hmm.
step on toes and be saying, "Oh, you need to have it at this center." That's not
Right.
that's not the point of the league. It's just like the NHL, right? The Oilers are a part of it. They find the facility to play in. The
Mhm.
NHL doesn't decide that.
Right.
Correct. And I will. I mean, what we're talking about, I think we have to like give a shout out. It was kind of cool. Paradise Lanes, their YBC is actually all their team names are based off of Pro League teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I
So
believe
Didn't-
Toppler Bowl does that too.
And I
Yeah.
think Paradise or somebody, didn't they? I just remember them saying something last week at the
Paradise Lanes does, yeah.
Yeah.
and that's cool. Like, I mean, I don't even think about us for us doing that, but I mean, that's something for us. I probably name everybody except for Average Pros and Bombers with us, right? Because we want to have all that there. But
But it's exciting, and it gets the kids excited, right? Because what team are we on? And like give them that, hey mom, dad, I want to watch my team play, right? And it just adds more people getting involved in this.
I mean, Michelle, like it's crazy how far this has gone. I mean, you were there at Youth Challenge and Provincials for both years, and they boo the hell out of us, right?
Yes.
But I think that's great because that means they're watching and they're invested and they want to watch certain things, right? So
I think it's great. I think it's great.
It's good for that banter.
I don't know if the Crushers are the Yankees anymore. I think that might be next gen.
Yeah.
But like, look at the Yankees yesterday. Look at them yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know if you had to compare certain teams. Yeah, I think definitely next gen is the Yankees for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, or the Dodgers, one of them. Yeah.
How boring
I think
is
it
it
has to be more like the Dodgers because
watch?
Yankees usually wins, right? Yankee usually wins. Dodgers usually show up to the finals and lose.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But how boring is it going to be to watch the Dodgers play the Yankees? The two highest paid teams play each other. Like, what a waste of time.
The only thing I know about baseball is Moneyball. So sorry.
Moneyball,
fair. Yeah, they don't worry about Moneyball anymore, Michelle. They just throw more money at the problem.
Let's put it this way: Ohtani, they gain like 7.5 million viewers from Ohtani's games from Japan, right? And then they only get $20,000. So sorry, 20 million people viewing altogether. So that's like half. It's crazy how many viewers are watching it. So but maybe we should go back to bowling a little bit.
Oh yeah, bowling.
Trash Pandas. Obviously, Maddie started off with another double there, and Derek's gonna come up here looking for to finish the turkey here.
Yeah, nice strong start. A couple little blips, but not too much. Same with Mayhem.
Yeah, pretty solid bowling early in this match. Not too much.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Who said it?
The Black Cloud, Tim.
Who said it? Was it me?
Boo yank me's. All right. Yeah. So like all matches are still close. Nobody's running away with anything. Connie started with the double head pin, Maddie with the head pin double. So that's pretty even there. And Jeff with a little blip there.
See if Larissa can get back on it.
Jeff doesn't play Masters, does he? I don't think he does.
Nope.
No.
He literally doesn't play anything. Plays his own club tour event and 5PL.
Yeah, I know he used to play the Open a little bit there too, right? But
a little bit, yeah.
Oh, good break for Larissa.
Yeah, kickback, chop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got The graphics Jeff created for that system are fantastic too.
Yeah. So with the 45 in there, 60, I mean, it's, yeah. It should be Mayhem up a little bit here.
Yeah. Well, right now, Trash Pandas are at 220, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, let's. I mean, it'd be interesting. We've never played any of these teams yet, right? So for
No.
us, I think it'd be interesting to play them. I mean, they're both great teams, and playing the Roses is going to be a different too. So we're going to have a little bit more fun, I think, as in like it's going to be different.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't have a rivalry with the Bombers there, or whatnot, but
that was like before the division shakeup. That was kind of my thought. It's like, oh, let's keep rivalries, let's keep that stuff. But I do understand, like some other teams' outlook was, oh, we'll never get to play the other 12 teams on the other side or the other 13 teams now, right? So yeah, having a mix up, but some of the rivalries are going to be so good, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. But it is nice to see different teams play different teams, like as opposed to, we've had those same ones for the last couple of seasons. It is nice to see that little shake up. So I think there's benefits to both.
Yeah. And don't nobody take this the wrong way, please. But I think some of them just, you get to play the same team and you might lose to them every time. And then it's like, you know what, maybe we want to try somebody else to play against. And I'm saying next gen was maybe people didn't want to play next gen because they're so good, right? And it was none of these teams on the feed here by any means. And I think it's just sometimes it's nice to have a different group of people to play against sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you still have to play the Crushers. I mean, come on, right? So
it's not as scary as it sounds, apparently.
No, not anymore. we you know what? Maybe 10 years ago when our bodies were, in good shape and
when we were still winning stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
We haven't won anything in a while.
Oof. It's been a hot minute for sure.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Let's see. So Maddie's still on her little run there. Let's see if Derek can get back on. I know that I think Connie she's having a little head pin trouble there.
Good shot by Linda, got the double. Derek with a power chop.
Oof.
Oh, Jeff. I think Jeff got the hook there.
Yeah.
No, that was fast,
I see something coming in.
Nathan's in. I don't know if Jeff just wasn't feeling it, and maybe he had a previous discussion with Steve, maybe.
Steve's pretty good about that kind of stuff. So.
Oh yeah, he's not slow on the trigger, that's for sure. No. I think he understands the importance of getting in, right?
Yeah.
A little bit of struggles here for the Pandas this frame.
But they're not down a whole lot either, right?
No.
So just a couple strings here. All of a sudden, Curtis throws a strike there. All of a sudden, they're back in it.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, don't want to be a broken record, but look at Madison keeping them in it.
She is really a solid player. What a great asset to the team.
How great is she going to be for yourself, ladies? I think that's exciting.
I'm so excited, Tim. I can't even say, and honestly, when you start looking at the ladies in the South, it's the field's getting deeper and deeper, right? Like it's
Yeah.
It's not like 10 years ago where you could say, okay, these 6 ladies or these 5 ladies are for sure going to be on the team,
Mhm.
and maybe there was a couple of others that would switch between that and mixed team. But now it's just like, okay, well, let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah. I think in Alberta, I mean, I'm obviously biased about Alberta, but it's great to see the men's division getting close, and then like anybody can win that nowadays.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then now you see the ladies, and especially last year, everything was so close last year.
Yeah.
Central ladies leading into the last day, and it's great to see that way, right? So
Yeah.
everybody's working,
Absolutely.
and that's where the tour is great. That's where the 5P universe is kind of getting people to come and play, right?
Yeah.
There we go. So yeah, an extra 60, so 414. Yeah, so it's really close.
Mm-hmm.
Close match. 2 doubles for the Mayhem. Linda and John leading the way for them. And Madison working hard. Got her triple. Oh. Chop. Headpin chop.
Yeah.
All thin from John there. So the 5th frame, obviously we always talk about it, but you gotta put a strong frame together. You don't want to be going in slow.
No. Oof. Nice half by Connor.
Matching halves at the top.
Yeah. Nice pick by John. See if Connie can get out of this little headpin slump. Oh,
almost aces.
Lucky. Oh,
There
great
we go.
shot by Connie. There you go.
With a slow roll.
When you're bowling well, you get those breaks, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice pick.
Okay, and correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I think this year, maybe it was good last year, but I mean, the scoreboard is more crisp for Pandas, Medicine Hat. The lanes are, so obviously they either upgraded their technology or the internet is better, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the proprietors, the teams, they're all investing, right? They're either they're upgrading their internet or they're getting better cameras or whatever the issue is going. And even on our side, like we've invested in some technology to help boost our side of things too.
Yeah.
That it's getting better. And like we're in season 4 and most of the time the cameras are pretty crystal clear. Like really the only struggle is like the commentary. Like we're bad. We get it.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm pretty awesome all the time. So
this 5PL thing would not be half of what it is without you guys volunteering and commentating and adding the color. Like it makes it so much more interesting going back and watching some old matches and listening to the commentary. Like we've talked about it several times. Like we talked about John Cowan, we talked about Madison, we talked about the South Ladies. Like there's so much underlying story that happens during these commentary for these 3 hours, 4 hours that it's almost in a podcast itself. And there's some sporting action going on that we get to commentate on, right?
Every once in a while, really.
Yeah, I think it's really amazing. And this wouldn't be a thing without all the volunteers helping out. So, and
it is so much fun, honestly. Like I have to say, like when I decided not to bowl Pro League this year, I honestly said, well, it just means I get to commentate more. So
yeah, 100%. So yeah, we're jumping into our commercial break. We got 574 for the Mayhem and
532.
532. So we are 40 sticks apart. We bring out the last half of this match.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
All right, let's see how the teams get out of this break.
All right. Oh, my husband's doing laundry right now, and he's acting like he has to do everything all the time.
Jesus.
He just
Yeah, that's gonna make him feel
I'm
better,
like,
right? Just calling him out
I'm
on
like,
national TV here. He sounds like a keeper, if you ask me.
well, I've kept him for 25 years, so I suppose we'll keep him for a little longer.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh. So tough start for Connor coming back from the commercial break, but I think it was very similar on the last game too.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Connor's out.
David's in.
Yeah.
Davy boy. Yeah.
Connor just not quite feeling it at the top there, maybe?
Yeah, it's kind of what it looks like. A little bit of a struggle this game.
Yeah. So they still have Davin on the bench, right? So there's still a play there.
And Pandas still have Kara as well.
Dan must not be available today, I guess.
That is my guess, yeah.
Maddie with another strike, ho hum. Yeah.
Yeah. Here I go. Do you think she just throws that first frame to make everybody go, like, look, I am a human being. I have struggles too. Great shot by Derek.
Yeah, Linda's there again.
Tough one. Linda's little streak is gone. But
It's funny how
tough coming back though from that break.
So what does everybody do during their break? Do they go, like, I go to the bathroom and I grab a
Yep.
water. Some
Yeah.
people go and grab a beer or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, no, definitely opportunity for bathroom break for sure.
The older I get, I go a couple times a game, it feels like. Yeah.
It's not gonna get better, Tim. I'm just
Okay.
sorry.
I think I know I'm yeah, I think as you're speaking about breaks, Larissa's out, it looks like, and Kara's
Yeah.
gonna come in.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever warm up while you guys are waiting to go in?
Yeah, we
Okay.
did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
A little bit, probably not as much as you could. But if you saw somebody was, maybe struggling a bit, maybe there's a chance you'd go start warming up.
Yeah. It's almost like the bullpen, right? And
Yeah.
the reliever coming in. Yeah.
Oh, he's still looking.
Yeah, it was a turkey. Yeah, it didn't look like it was where the camera view was there. That's a big turkey there for the Mayhem.
Yeah. Well, let's see if Purse can hold him up on the bottom here. Oh,
jeez.
I cannot do that. I think I've done that once in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like once I'm going. That's it.
Agreed. And honestly, I feel like I would just let it through the ceiling tiles. It's crazy.
Yeah. So Trash Pandas have no more subs. What's theirs is what's there.
Mm-hmm. I think they'll be fine.
Yep.
Right?
I think they'll be just fine.
Loris, obviously, Kara can come in and try to steal that match against Nathan, right? So
right. And that's kind of I find that's kind of a relief sometimes too, when okay, polls are done.
Fair.
You're just like you're in there and you're like, okay, I just gotta work this out now.
Yeah.
If you happen to be having any struggles.
Yeah. There's so many times where you think you're getting pulled and you kind of put that extra little pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
But it definitely can be a relief from that by any means. Yeah. So yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised, honestly, that John is not playing right now because John plays fast usually, right?
Right.
So might be a different thing that he's trying this year. I mean, it's just one game, but John's usually ready more than anybody else.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Tough shot for David there.
Michelle, is Tyler still playing out there, or is he?
Tyler started back again.
Yeah.
So I think he's I think he just took a little bit of a break there for a little bit. But I've seen him. He's come in at the Beef Bowl, and he bowled open last year.
Right.
So
I saw him in Regina the one year, and he almost made the cut. He was very impressive.
Yeah,
played really well. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's nice to see him back in. That's for sure. Oh, a little missed by Maddie.
Yeah. Still up a little bit on Connie.
Yeah.
Still up about 50 on Connie there.
Yeah. And they both have open frames right now. So
correct. This is kind of a big ball for Derek to get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
Throws the one, all of a sudden he can be only down by 3.
But Linda is not going to make it easy on him.
No.
Oh, great
there
shot.
we go. Yeah.
See if now Kara's got her first full frame in. Let's see how she does here. She's been sitting for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think Kara was doing any warm up?
I suspect she was.
Yes, she was.
I suspect she
Kara.
was. Yeah, great shot. Like I was saying, you can usually tell. You can kind of like you're keeping an eye on you want to be involved with the team even when you're on the bench. But there are times where you have to go, okay, it looks like, I might need to come in. So you go off and you throw some frames and just try and get warmed up.
Houston.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, ham bone.
Yeah, ham bone.
Yeah, it's a little bit different in the open aspect, where the open,
Mm.
you can be down in the pit the whole time. You can be mentally prepared, but you might not be throwing any balls, where here you can go off to the side and do something, right?
Yeah. And I don't know about you guys. It takes me like a good 6 balls to really warm up.
Yeah.
I get very stiff.
Oh,
It all
the old
comes with
back
age,
doesn't
so
do it.
Yeah.
we feel the same way. It's
Well,
crazy
there you
as it
go.
sounds when we swap over lanes at the open. You say we played the full 10 frames. You go to the next one. Sort of reason why I always take a couple practice slides just to get my legs back into it for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
because the
geez,
first
I
one
sit
always doesn't
too
feel
long
very
and
good.
I have to learn how to walk again.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh. Headwind. John's quietly putting together a pretty good game here.
Yeah.
He's made all his spares, all his sparables.
Connie's having a little struggle there. Oh, it
Oh,
looks
she
like
got the
yep.
pull. Davin is in.
Especially when you have Maddie opening up 2 frames in a row. There's a little opportunity there.
All right. See
Let's
if
see.
Derek can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So obviously Connie's out and Davin's in.
See if Derek can keep this third match interesting.
Oh. Little tug there. But you can half it up.
Yep. Oh, great job.
There you go.
And it's not giving him a lot of room.
No. She's been a tough competitor the last 3 seasons.
Oof. That's a big miss for Derek.
It's always the worst too. Like, you're working on a double and you miss on the second shot. It's like, even if I punch the headpin, I still gave away 10 points, just like that, right?
Yeah.
Nathan with a punch.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I ever think about like the 5 miss or the 3 miss or whatever it is. I don't never really think about it. But when you go up for your third ball or the next time you miss, you really you second guess yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, I always look at it like, if you miss on the second shot, like, not only did I not do what I was supposed to do, I missed literally my target twice in a row. Like, how you've been bowling how long? Like, you're going to miss once in a while, that's for sure. But how do you miss it twice or 3 times in a row? That's a struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. I always love Kara's body language because I can tell when she does that big lean, you're like, oh, you missed your spot.
Yeah. You change your eye angle so it looks like it's good.
Oh.
That's a big strike there for Matt.
That is huge.
Jeff Forrester, that's scary. Yeah.
So good at club tour when you see it like people get off to a hot start, there's like 5 baggers across like 20 different lanes, and you just see his face everywhere.
So this is where kind of the trash pandas are going to be kind of left behind a little bit. It's a big strike by Curtis, but you only have 30 in there.
Yeah.
They had just had 2 doubles.
Big couple of frames. Yeah.
They're down by a little bit.
Yeah.
They only have 30 there, so they're down by 120.
But that's what the 9th frame, big frame, right? You start throwing strikes, that changes around so quick.
Right. And honestly, sorry, Michelle.
That's
no,
right.
I just think this is where it's so close, where you have to make sure you win your individual games, right? Because a 3-5 or a 5-3, it's not going to be detrimental compared to a 7-1 or something like that.
Yeah. But if like one team has like turns it around, has like a really hot 9-10, and the other team falls apart a little bit, that can change the game right there too.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be like open frames, like those doubles if they turn into side spares, but the strikes are on the other side, like it just flips the script pretty quick, especially with only 100 pins difference, right?
Yeah.
If it was a couple hundred pins, then you need a little more work, but the important thing is not you need something in 9, right? That's the reason it's a foundation frame. It means so much for frame 10.
Yeah. Oof. Big strike.
There you go, Derek.
Shot by Derek. Derek's back on it.
I mean, yeah, David throws a double. It forces John to throw at least a 30 count and 10 there. That's a good shot for Linda again.
Yeah, and you've got Linda on her turkey, and you've got Matt, like, just killing it on the bottom, right? That's huge too. And the trash hunters don't have like what they had last game, where they had Maddie on that big run.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just kind of happens, right? But I mean, I'm sure they'll dig deep and try to find something for the end of this game and start next game again, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
There you go. It's a big half for Nathan there. I see if Matt can throw one more.
Or just like, this is going to be a strike. Throw it halfway out on the lane. Oh, yep. No, Matt, that's exactly what you thought it was. So Trash Panda's got 4 marks in that 9th frame, and it looks like Mayhem's going to have 3 going into the 10th.
Yeah. And again, Curtis throwing that double there, all of a sudden Matt's match is still in play there.
Yeah.
Because his max is 308 and actually, 302. So, I mean, it is still very feasible.
Ooh.
It's not necessarily what he wanted.
Nope. No, could have probably hoping for a bit of a better shot there.
Yeah.
Oh, better shot, second shot though, but not enough to spare it up.
Because you're still adding in 30, 45. So it's just under 1,000. So they're still down by about 150.
Yeah. Definitely some struggles this game.
Yeah, it's gonna happen though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Carrie, they're bowling on 31. That's obviously not they're not convertible sets out in Nebs.
Yeah, it's just the set before the convertibles.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
From what I remember, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
They update their stuff so often it could be convertible by now. Who knows?
Yeah.
But from what I remember, the last 8 lanes are the convertibles. So it would be 44 to 52.
Yeah. And I think at some point, I imagine they're going to do all convertibles, right? So
I think that is the long-term plan. Right now, Tom is spending his energy into creating a ball return that works for both without having to change anything out.
sounds about right. Yeah.
So decent
Yeah.
match for Maddie, but tough head pin in the 10th frame there for the team.
Yeah. Gives them the big W for that. All right. So the other 3 matches still up for grabs. I know Kara's match is a little bit tougher than the other ones, but let's see if they can steal a couple matches here.
Linda's put together such a good game.
Oh, and it goes down. And Linda's just like, well, I'm just going to keep throwing strikes.
Yeah. That one's over.
Sorry, Derek. Sorry, Derek.
just a little tease, eh? I got you.
Yeah.
No, not really. Yeah.
Sorry about your 8th frame, Derek.
Yeah.
Oh, she got.
Well, that one looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who needs Ian when you got Linda, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Ian, go golf. It's fine.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, we got you.
But obviously, Derek's going to try and keep this as many points as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Great game by Linda. 339.
Oof. Oh, 3 pin.
They show up out of nowhere. Those 3 pins.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you what, the North boys can sure spare those better than anybody else. Yeah.
The GP special.
The GP special, yeah.
Oh. Let's see if Kara can finish out this game. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Yeah, it was tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she can figure out something. Maybe they get put back in the lineup and right, so she can find something else out there for next match.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
All right. Now, Matt opening up there gives Curtis a chance.
Curtis has a chance, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's walking in front of their score camera.
Stop it.
Stop.
I think it's Curtis. I've seen Curtis bend down like 3 times in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Those iPads and iPhones like to focus on anything close.
Yeah.
As soon as you put even anything in front of it. Oh, chop.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah.
So 7-1.
Yep.
7-1. So 5-3 win and a 7-1 loss, but still not bad. Still one more match today.
Yeah.
Stay above 500.
Yeah, if you're coming in today and you ended up with like say a 600 I think that's a win, right? Because
Yeah.
it gives you a little bit of a start.
Yeah.
Camera to
All right.
autofocus back.
Yeah.
So 11-13. So obviously not as strong as game as their first one. They had 13-40 in their first one. So if they
Yeah.
threw that 13-40 again, they would have won total again.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely some more struggles this game.
Yeah.
But
All right. We'll bring in our managers here. So from Trash Pandas, Mr. Ken Kurtz, and from the Mayhem, Steve Parker. Good game, guys. 7-1 for the Mayhem. Obviously, a great start for them. Ken, a little bit slower game for the Trash Pandas. Second game lulls a little bit, maybe.
I think too much excitement from getting 5 in the first one.
yeah.
Maybe.
Everybody had a counter.
Yeah, for sure. Steve, obviously only the one match today for the Mayhem. Team's got to feel good.
Yeah, great start. We're way ahead of last year. We're 5 games ahead of last season. I think we had 5 points our first 4 games last year. We didn't play that bad, but ran into a tough team. But it happens. No, great game. A great game there by Linda. Linda didn't even play the Masters yesterday because she was really sick for a couple of days. But
It didn't show.
yeah,
No.
it didn't. She's going into our Hall of Fame and the 05 Hall of Fame in 2 weeks, and that's why she's just so good and has been since as long as I've known her, which is like over 40 years.
Ooh, don't date yourself, Steve.
Yeah, not to age ourselves.
Yeah. So obviously, great day for you guys. 7 points. For one game, that's great. Ken, Trash Pandas, obviously you got 6 points through 2 games here, but you got one more match here against the Caribou Thunder, so team's got to be up and ready for that. Any thoughts on lineup changes or anything like that before we jump into our commercial break?
I'm going to move Connor down to 4th and put David up in leadoff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The rest will stay the same with Maddie, Derek, and Curtis.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Well, we'll let you guys go. Steve, great day. Have enjoy the rest of the weather and maybe hit the golf course.
Yeah.
Will do. Good. Thanks, guys. Good luck next game, Ken.
Thanks, guys.
All right, take care, guys.
Take care.
All right. We'll run our commercial break and get our last match started.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centers across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
Timmy just makes it back in the frame just in time.
Just in time, yeah.
Yeah, I was live in a tiny house.
I miss this. I'm sorry, Colby. Baltimore in the house. Nice to see you, buddy. Well,
Nice.
duck printer, probably the best duck printer at the moment. I think he's won back-to-back whatever average. Yeah, that's amazing. Great for him.
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump into our next match. We are missing a Caribou Thunder manager.
Oh,
It's either Kevin or
Interesting.
Tyler.
Let me see here. I will reissue it to Tyler to see if he's paying attention. Probably not. Anyways, while we wait for them, if they make it in, great. If they don't, we can just get the match started here shortly. But we'll obviously talk to our favorite manager, our manager of this morning, because he's been on 3 times. Mr. Ken Kurtz, how's it going?
It's going.
Hello again.
Oh, well.
Oh,
Let's see how good a shape they're in for the third game.
Yeah.
here we go.
I've
It
worked
looks
out
like
a lot of stuff that game.
Yeah,
we
nobody
have
can
a manager getting prepped here for the Thunder.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. We'll bring him in. Hey, Kevin, how are you?
Good morning. How's it going?
Good morning. Good. So you guys obviously have the late match of the day. Was the team doing anything to prepare, or did you just all show up at the lanes 5 minutes ago?
No. We were here at 9:15 or so.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
threw some balls.
Excellent.
Perfect.
We have
You guys
a lot of new players that don't know each other, so we're
Okay.
I love
Yeah.
that. Something new.
so we had a little meet and greet, and
Amazing.
we're ready.
We will
Wine and
go-
cheese.
Wine and cheese.
Yeah,
With meat and greet.
cheese and crumpets, tea and crumpets.
We'll obviously go over your roster here while you guys are playing, but we might as well get this match started right away since everybody's ready to go and all warmed up. Can we get your lineup for the Thunder?
Yeah, we have Daryl going first, and then Charlene, Sylvia, Caleb, and Madison is the anchor spot.
Perfect. Who's on your
And
bench today?
myself and Tyler on the bench.
Oh, amazing. The manager is taking a back seat for the start of the match.
Yeah, putting them right into the heat of things first off here.
Perfect. And for the Trash Pandas, Ken?
David's leading off. Maddie's second. Derek third. Connor's in fourth. Curtis is anchor, and Kara and Larissa are on the bench.
All right. Amazing. Well, we'll get you guys started, and your next ball that you throw counts. So have fun.
Okay, good match, Kev.
Good luck.
All right. As we said, they have quite the turnover, and we're going to have Mr. Tim Wiseman read through their roster.
Oh, this is going to be awesome.
Yep,
Kevin
better you than me.
McAlpine, Tyler McLean, Charlene Wieg, Caleb Sibiliak, Brett Morrison, Sylvia Bush, Daryl Hansen, Madison Richter, managers Kevin and Tyler, and centers Caribou, Bull, and Williams Lake.
Perfect. And I don't think we need to go through the Trash Pandas roster again. Everybody knows who they are by this point. And if you're not, go back and watch the first match.
Yeah.
Go check out the 5-Pin Universe website.
Yeah. No, it's a big turnover for the Caribou Thunder. They have introduced some new players, and having Madison Richter at the bottom of the lineup here, this is quite the change for them.
So Daryl's all the way from Quesnel, from my understanding. So Quesnel's about an hour and 15 away from Williams Lake. But Madison's driving in all the way from Smithers, which is 6.5 hours.
Wow. That's that is
they had
dedication.
one match today.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or maybe she's going to school down here. I don't know, but she's from Smithers, so
okay.
I could be completely wrong on that, but that's pretty crazy if she is.
Yeah. It's an amazing commitment to the team.
It almost it has to be like where she's, like you said, going to school somewhere closer. Because
there was something. Yeah, she's a great shooter, right? I mean, obviously, so
yeah.
Well, teams, you're ready to go. Don't hold back. You can throw away and get this going.
There's your answer. She's living in PG right now.
Okay.
Prince George is still like 3 hours away from Williams.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm just putting into my Google Maps here.
I think it's an hour and a half north of Quesnel.
Hours.
Yeah.
2.5. Yeah.
There we go.
Past Quesnel, yeah.
Like, jokingly, Bob Gallagher and I were talking about, I'm going to come play for the Kingpins because obviously we all know I love Stettler. And my husband was like, no, absolutely not.
And
like,
don't get
4 hours.
Yeah. Don't get confused, people. It is Daryl Hansen bowling, but they had a roster change before the season started, and he doesn't quite have his shirt yet. So he's just wearing Dustin's shirt.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I mean,
David got the 15.
There?
Oh, he got the 10, the hard 10 spare.
Yeah, I think he heard me trash talking to him about his lack of. Sometimes that's all the encouragement you need. Maddie with the 7 count as per usual.
Yeah, that's how she likes to start at every match.
Yeah.
Charlene starting with a strike.
I was gonna say both these teams have had quite the roster shakeup, so it is fun to see some new players, or some players just from different teams. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Michelle. It's nice to have different people, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Get introduced to some different people. That's the great thing about this league is you get to see a lot of people that you wouldn't normally see. Get to know some new names. Oh, I forgot about this guy. I remember him from last year because he has just such a high swing.
And he just scores. Like, he is just a player. Yeah. Derek with a 3-pin.
Yeah.
I find it Derek plays so well, and all of a sudden he just has a frame where it's like, oh, I didn't know where that came from. Yeah.
I always remind him every once in a while he won't bend his knee and get into a shot, and he just kind of like shanks it on those ones. So it's like, hey buddy, don't forget.
Yeah. And all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, I got it.
Oh yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Don't they call it the brain fart frame, right?
Yeah.
Your brain just doesn't connect to your body for about a minute and a half.
I sometimes call them oopsie frames or dumb frames.
Oopsie frames.
Oh, and Maddie's a lefty.
Yeah. That's a veteran move. Rip a 3-pin, and you had something on the lane for sure.
Yeah.
That's a veteran right there.
It's always something on the lane, guys.
Yeah.
Something stuck to the bottom of my shoe.
That's what I teach my YBC bowlers when they like rip a 2-pin. I'm like, at least pretend there's something on your hand.
Yeah.
Like when you put it back.
Yeah. You gotta sell it. Sell it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good cover though.
Yeah.
Nice.
So pretty even in marks.
Mm-hmm.
As a person, Matt Eisenhower used to tell me they must have put left-hand oil out there. You need your anchor player playing their best. Throw out the lefty oil.
It's crazy though. I mean, I do imagine that the right side gets burned through a lot more than the left side, right? Does so.
I don't. Yeah, I guess, but like most righties, they're not all playing from the right side. They're usually playing like up the gut, right? So I think the center line probably gets burned out more than any other angles, I would think.
Do you ever I always find and it's nothing to do with the center. Like obviously we had to make adjustments, but when we play the open and we use and obviously most centers just oil at the beginning of the week, they don't oil throughout the event. Yeah. But I always see it for some reason at Chinook. I can always look down and I can see the burn marks or the wear marks down the middle. And as the week goes on from your middle arrow to your second, the arrow beside the middle arrow on your right is always just so dry, right? And you had to make that adjustment as the week goes on.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go right ahead, Michelle.
No, I was just going to make a smart ass comment. So, no.
Please do. That's
I was just going to say, Colleen obviously didn't hear a commentary about what to do when you hit a 2-pin, but
yeah, checking in. She spared it. She cleaned it.
She did spare it. I also convinced my youth bowlers that was a 5-pin rule. That if you ripped a deuce, you had to spare it up. And they were like, no way. And so I throw the 5-pin book. I'm like, look it up. It's not in there, but they don't know that. So.
They're not going to read all through it, right?
Oh.
The Thunder are kind of getting off to a pretty good start here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots of marks.
Well, it's Connor's turn to run down.
Yeah.
Here's a strike.
There you go.
You get such a good roll on it. I just the whole arm swing is a little bit obviously unique, but he gets it done.
At the end of the day. He has that elbow hitch in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
creates extra roll or whatever that is creating. It works so well for him.
Yeah, and that's where it's important for kids to know that, as long as your shot's working for you. It doesn't have to be that textbook. This is how a shot looks.
No, that is the great thing about 5-pin is sure you do have players that are pretty textbook. It's always mentioned Tyler Titcat, obviously very textbook release, very But then you have players that play extreme angles and they play hooks, backups, they play everything, and they all score. Right? It's pretty cool.
I think a lot of it is to do with finish, right? I think finish doesn't matter where you throw as long as you get some kind of finish on the shot.
Yeah,
you have the ability to throw.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I don't know if Michelle ever remembers, but an older gentleman used to bowl with Carrie and I, and he's back in Winnipeg with Steve Stasiak, right? Stasiak would play from the far right, and then you throw a baby backup all the way into the left pocket.
Wow.
And there was no the deflections were there, and he wasn't a fast bowler. It was good finish on the shot. It was easy, right? But he always scored, right? So
yeah,
it was a good for the trash pandas there. 4 marks in a row. Doubles at the bottom. This is close.
Yeah, no, it's a great start.
Do you think maybe for the Trash Pandas lineup, maybe they have to sit either David, Connor, or Curtis, so one can be the pin chaser?
Right?
Right? And
Sorry, David, you're out this match. We need pinches.
yes. Holy crap! You got. Well, now he has an 8. Let's see if you can spare this up.
Come on,
And he
yeah.
does.
David's
God.
it's just gonna be a game of unique spares for David today.
Yeah. I don't know if you really want to bank on that, but I mean, if he does, it's good for viewer content, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The highlight reel will be really good.
There we go.
Well, Maddie's on track. So
Frame 3.
Yeah.
Through strike.
Tough frame for Daryl there.
Mm-hmm. I've never been to Williams Lake and never been to Caribou Lanes, and maybe Kerry has. I know his family out in Williams Lake.
Yeah, I've never been in the center.
Yeah, but I hear the scoring's pretty solid there. So
it looks really good. Like we've seen some thick ones already, some thin ones. Like I don't see it being that rough a pinfall for sure. Like it's not Sherwood Bowl, but like
I don't know. We don't give kickbacks apparently, so I mean, there's that. So
I haven't seen any other kickbacks on our stream so far. So I guess David, but David's throwing for those spares.
Yeah,
he's throwing some extra juice on them.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvia looks really solid. Nice little ball down the middle. Scores pretty good there.
Quick triple.
Yeah. So those high scores on their masking unit, that's not from the year. It's from their all-time records.
Okay. Because you're like, whoa, what's happening up in Caribou Lanes?
Yeah. No. Those are all
very impressive.
Yeah.
Looks like they have a 450 on lane 2 by Larry.
I think Larry. And there's one, I think, you remember Morgan Mahout or whatever his name was? He played up in Fort St. John against us. He is one there too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. The young kid with the long hair. That's not Caleb.
I come from a house where there's 3, 450s for the entire time of the bowling alley.
Yeah.
But and there's not a lot of 400 games going. But
it was good. Good game. There's one for Maddie. Yeah, Lethbridge, right? I'm trying to think who got one out of Lethbridge. I think I know Rob LaPearl. I think.
Yeah, and I feel like Darren Bridge, maybe.
Yeah.
And then I think there's a Sean Blair and somebody else. Like one that's like from like the 70s because it's like a really old picture.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I came from a center that has one, and their name wasn't Mark Jackson, Gino, Mark Johnstone, Eric Chose, or myself. It was Terry Blade.
Oh.
Yeah.
People don't realize Wetaskiwin had a pretty good program for a long time out there.
It wasn't too bad.
No. It's funny, the small towns you talk about. I mean, obviously, Wetaskiwin had 5 really solid players and national champions from it.
Yeah.
Even if you talk about Camrose, people don't realize, Sean Heller was there, Brad Holfield, Tony Steer was out there, it's just like, those are the ones that people don't realize the small towns they came from, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so we got a pretty good start for both teams.
Yeah.
Good match here. Got a triple for Sylvia. She's the only one that's working on a double, but
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Williams Lakes, their scores count with their Cubica system, and Trash Pandas, they don't count with the Cubica system. So we still have to add in the Trash Pandas. But at least we have a little bit easier than the Mendez system that we kind of foobarred there a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Made things very exciting in the end.
Yeah.
The 5PL should probably come up with a rule that your scores need to be counted in.
Yeah.
I'm sure all these systems have the
I-
technology.
I know the panorama. I'm sure it can, because I feel like we turned it on last year. Maybe they just forgot about it.
For sure. And that stuff happens. It makes it hard for us commentators, especially when we're not good at math.
Oh.
And I'm sure it's hard for our viewers too, if they're not following along, or if the scoreboard's a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have that total rolled in.
I think the only one that really was Fraser. Not Fraser Valley, right at Del Lanes.
Yeah. Yeah, they had the super old pro score system that couldn't do totals.
Michelle, do you have anything to say?
I do have something to say. Sylvia, when you rip a deuce like that, you got to pretend like something's on your hand, then. Like, oh dear.
That's all right.
Well, that's
Sylvia.
a little unnerving too, right? Like,
yeah,
you throw your turkey there, and then next thing you know, you're like, oh shoot, look what just happened, and now I'm a little embarrassed because I'm new to the league. You know,
but you also have 100 in the fourth frame, so it's fine.
You're good. Sylvia, you're fine. A little all right.
She throws a good ball though. I mean, like, right, like that's what I like. You're right, Michelle. Like seeing nice people, different people from we don't necessarily get to see, right? So nice to see some different talent out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, look, it's not about you, Tyler. It's about the audience. It's about the audience.
Yeah.
So dramatic. Oof.
Oh, Kurt with the punch. What about these camera angles? How do we feel about the Trash Pandas camera angle?
You know,
it's trash.
It's kind of nice. It's not how I was setting it up last year, but you still get to see them like all the way through, which is nice. But it is kind of a little bit of a weird angle for the viewer, like as opposed to like how Caribou's got theirs, where it's just right behind.
Yeah, I like seeing the foul line, but I also like seeing like the whole lane where the Caribou Thunder, they kind of cover up their pinfall a little bit.
Yeah.
It's neat seeing how well it's also conducive to what the center has going. Like some pits are so big, some are small, some have the stools in the back that you can put cameras up on and stuff like that. It's neat how teams set up and then what they expect the show to look like.
Now, if somebody ever been to Medicine Hat, I know they have the tables kind of set up a little bit behind them. That's probably where you guys have it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I used to move tables into the pit, and then I had stands for the phones,
right?
So I could kind of maneuver things around a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's no problem. I mean,
no, it is. But
this is the number one issue.
Yes, you can't see the wiggle from Connor. Agreed.
Yeah, he's off camera.
Yeah, we're losing a lot of viewers. Yeah.
How many people are tuning in for Connor's wiggle and leaving disappointed?
The juicy wiggle, yeah. But I mean, if there was a way you guys have your cameras, like I think we did for You Challenge the one year, and we zoomed in from the top of the area where you guys have the. But I think it's too far away too, right? So
you guys especially for the scoreboards and stuff like that.
Yeah, but let me see what else.
Larissa's going in for David. Sounds like.
Okay. I'm surprised you don't give him an opportunity to spare this. I mean, knowing his luck.
Yeah, right. But even
I think it's all good with the camera
back a little bit, so you could get more of the approach in there. I don't know.
What team was it, Tim, that we couldn't even see the pins? It was so.
Oh, that was Regina Revengers or
the Revengers, right? Yeah.
But I think they fixed it. I think.
Yeah, it's a lot better
data.
now.
They used their data. It was a camera situation. Yeah. And I'm actually not shit talking the Revengers. That was who they were. So.
No. And this is all jokes. Everybody's cameras and stuff have been phenomenal, and however you want to set up that makes your team. Like the way I always look at it and the way I set up the Crusher stuff is it's what you want everybody to perceive you as. So if that's down on the lane in the pit with you, or if that's up high in behind, like a sports broadcast, that's completely up to your team. We just would like to see the player, the pins, and how they throw the ball. That's the most important part.
And please know, I don't know if anybody from Williams Lake has told you, but I mean, this is like the person who's doing the cameras. I think from my understanding, he was the mayor, or he's the mayor of Williams Lake, and he has a photography video company. So he's all on board for this. That's why it looks so crisp and so clean, because he's volunteering his time. Yeah.
No, it's nice.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what great community involvement there. That's
100%.
fantastic.
And then honestly, that's where it's so great. You see how they are with up in Dawson there, and PG and Stettler, and the smaller towns. They really hop in on this, right? So
well, it's something cool. It's something exciting. It's national, right? It's unique.
Yeah,
it's just it's great.
Not the mayor, bowling alley owner. Okay, there we go. It's close. He's the mayor of the bowling alley, right? So there you go.
Just about nailed it, Tim. Just about nailed it.
Close, right?
Yeah,
so close.
Yeah. Horseshoes and hand grenades. It's fine.
Yep. Oh,
Madison just missing out on her handball. Yeah. Okay, so we got 5-16 right now for the Trash Pandas. Connor. Oh.
Good cover by Maddie. Connor seems to have a bit more of his groove in this game than he did last game.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more wiggle. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
You never know.
The wiggle's because of his hips, right? It's actually a legit thing.
He just likes. I think he likes to just loosen up.
Yeah.
Before he goes in for his.
You're not supposed to tell people that, Tim. You're supposed to leave the intrigue.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
The mystery's gone.
Before Curtis throws his ball, it's a 5:59 total. So if he throws the next one here, obviously they're tied.
Yeah.
Tied through the halfway mark.
Poof. Keeping it close.
Yeah. No doubles working anywhere.
Oh, chop.
You know what, Tim? If he spares it, it's still tied.
Well, I think Williams Lake is up because of the marks, but yes, you're right.
Yes, yeah.
And if he doesn't spare and he gets 15, it's still
tied.
I get you. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we got 574 to 574 halfway through. Run our commercial and bring back the last half of the last game of the day.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.
All right, here we go. Tie game.
Yeah.
That Norse advertisement, man, that makes me feel like a man. Like that is just like so manly. Like it makes me want to take a shovel and start working outside. Yeah.
You're like, hold on. I know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. Yard work.
Yard work, yeah. It's going to start snowing here soon. But yeah, that's a great commercial. Is that from Carnage? Is that from?
Yes, that's the Carnage sponsor.
Yeah, some new sponsors out there. It looks good.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
I have to say, I always liked Tyler's commercial.
Yeah, pivotal.
Yes. Brought me joy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he doesn't work there anymore. I don't think.
No.
He's not making the commute from Calgary.
Well, that's fair. Where's his dedication? Like, come on.
I don't know. Just for I guess, not for the comment, eh? There we go.
Just for the commercial. Just for the commercial.
Yeah, when I first seen that Norse Landscapes commercial with the music and stuff, and I was like, holy, we took a step up here.
Yeah, professional grade commercial, yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, she got tapped.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if there's an earthquake happening in Williams Lake right now, but like, whoever's by that camera, can we step away?
Oh, they heard you.
She was rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Ooh, Madison.
Yeah, Maddie's having a little struggle this game. That match is still pretty close.
Yeah. Was a pull made for the Thunder? I don't recall seeing a pull yet.
Because Daryl's still in, Charlene's still in, Sylvia's still in. I'm sure Caleb and Maddie are still in. I don't think there's been a pull.
Yeah.
Oh, unless Kara's looking at the name on the back of Daryl's shirt and didn't hear that.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah. Oopsies. Yeah, somebody, wherever their scoreboard camera is, that is a high traffic area for Pandas.
Yeah.
A little bit of a slow start going into the sixth.
Yeah, it's a nice commercial break, I think, is everybody's kind of ready to have the day move on from bowling.
Yeah. But, they take that warm-up frame, get started. Oh, it seems to be pretty equal on both sides here.
Miller's just texting me. He's giving us a hard time over the over us thinking that they won because of Mendez. And then he's talking about how there was accidentally announced that he made the cut and he didn't make the cut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's like 2 out of 3. Oh my god. And then he said, I was like, well, bad luck comes in threes. And he's like, oh shit, I wonder if Melinda's pregnant.
Live on air. Thanks, Tim.
Live on air. Oh, he's such a card. There you
A little slider.
go. Yeah.
No. Yeah, tough 6 frame for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
Just keeps everything really close.
Yeah, Madison's impressive. She I think was it 2022 Open Nationals. She was bronze medalist for singles at Bonnie Doon down there.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And I think she's won a lot of national golds when it came to the YBC. I think this is only like her second or third year out of YBC. Third year? Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so that keeps these 2 matches really close still. So the 662 to 674?
Mm-hmm. Big shot here for Larissa. There she goes.
Little bomb. Oh, and answered by Daryl. He looks really excited about it.
Yeah, definitely him as lead gives you a bunch of energy at the top there, eh?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's good though, right?
To have calm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Charlene. I think that's her 3rd deuce. Oh. Probably a little bit of nerves. I get it. But she spares it every time.
Yeah.
Every
There we go.
time.
She's like, oh my god.
Yep. Oh.
Roasted.
Yeah. Oh. That's always tough. A good count. Derek picks up his spare.
Okay. So coming up here, Kevin's going to be coming in for Caleb here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Frame 7.
Oh, shoot. Well, that kind of opens things up a little bit in that 3rd match with Sylvia missing that spare, Derek getting his spare. Oh, another 10.
With the hard 10.
Yeah. Now,
Sparable.
Absolutely. David showed it this game, so no pressure, Connor. Maybe a little extra wiggle.
Oh, he tried.
Yeah. Well, there's nobody's really running away with their matches too much.
No. Well,
No,
all
it's
these
pretty
matches are really close still. Kevin,
Yeah.
good spare.
Pick.
Obviously, the Trash Pandas had a longer day, so they're just trying to grind it out, try to get finish up the day here strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Like you look back at like the Open and stuff like that. You play like 7 games a day. Here you play 3 on the 5PL, and it does feel like a drag. Like
Yeah.
even 2 games, it's like, oh man, that seemed like a long day. And it's like, yeah.
I don't know why it does. You're right. Maybe because maybe the breaks in between and set up, and I think the energy with your team and hearing the energy with the other players kind of keeps you kind of moving. Where if you're by yourself on one set of lanes, it doesn't really have that effect, right?
And I think it probably takes a drain on the team itself, because you got to create your own energy. You're not thriving off anybody else's, right? So it probably takes a lot more out of you.
I know we've in the past played with like at least music. So you had something. So it wasn't just that absolutely like silence when you go up and you throw your ball.
Yeah, fair.
That's fair. Honestly, when we had the Youth Challenge Nationals virtually, and I know Carrie can attest that down in Minto, which is in Prince Albert, they had music going, they had everything going. Like they made it more of a party atmosphere, right? And they did really well.
So we have 11 points difference going into the 8th frame.
Oh dear. We're Daryl with the head pin, Larissa with the 3 pin.
Yeah, 3 head pins through 8 frames. Ooh,
that's
a
tough.
bit of miscue from Larissa there.
Yeah. Oh.
Double.
Well, these two are definitely keeping this match close.
You have it. No. You have it.
No. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna get a 3 pin. No, I'm just gonna throw it through the hole.
So that's close.
Yeah.
5 points.
They're all within a ball, really. I mean,
yeah. Everything's really close.
I think those are the games I get more nervous about, because one bad frame, you can go 0-8, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Maddie's
got the double now. Yeah.
Just killer.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlene's working on a spare though, so
yeah.
Her strike percentage is 100%. Her middle. It's the middle. Yep. She'll throw a strike here. See?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Wow, I was waiting for the black cloud for sure.
I know. Bold move.
There's no commentator curse with me here. I mean, okay, well, let me just talk about every single one of them then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Right. Derek's got the spare. Sylvia's got the strike.
Other than that 4th frame, Sylvia's been really, really solid.
Yeah. Let's see if Connor can get back on it here. He's all over the middle.
Kevin's trying to close that gap.
There, nice shot.
No doubter.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Tyler's warming up over on lane 3. Have him ready to come in for one of these.
I would probably assume it'd probably be for Daryl, I'm guessing.
Yeah. That match is really close.
Right, yeah. The other ones all have marks, so I have a hard time seeing them.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Just going to see if I can clean up that camera really quick. A little choppy.
There we go.
good spare for Curtis.
Maddie's just having a little struggle this second half of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, she started off really good. 160 at the half.
Yeah. So Trash Pandas of 881, right? So there's a 16-point difference here, with more marks obviously going for the Trash Pandas, but big 9-10, you don't know where it goes?
No, for sure.
Yeah, this is close. Go either way.
Oh, yeah. They've kept it exciting. This is where it's fun to be the spectator and not in it.
Yeah, Tyler's in. Tyler's in for Daryl.
Well, let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
Wearing a Gallagher Cup hat. Look at that.
Yeah. Haven't worn it since I lost.
Yeah, what happened this year, Tim?
Yeah, well, I don't know if we want to get involved in it, but I mean...
Oh, it's fine now that we won. You can tell me I rigged it all you want.
At this rate, I'm not playing this, so I don't have to worry about next year.
Me
After
neither.
one event.
Oh, it's roasted.
Oh, just missed.
So I'm not just throwing any shade out there, but if Maddie finishes up this game, she only needs 13 more frames to play more than she did last year.
Which I'm sure will make her very happy. Oh, tough miss.
Oh, I might.
Black clouded that.
Yeah.
All right, so that gives Charlene a little bit of a window here. She was already kind of in the lead, but
better shot by Maddie.
There you go, Maddie. There she goes.
Half. But yeah, close matches all around.
See if Sylvia throws one here. A little fast. Oh. That's still good.
Another 12 count for Derek. Oh, good pick. Nice.
Good little fist pump.
Oh, and Derek just squeaks that sparrow. And he knew it.
Michelle, all of you guys both together in the same league out there? You and Derek and Maddie and everybody?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Yeah, we have one league in Holiday Bowl that's like full league. And that's the Tuesday night league. Which is really fun and nice. So
come on.
All right. Well, that opens up for Kevin there.
Mm-hmm. And right now Caribou's got one more, two more.
Yeah. Holy cow.
All black marks in the 9th frame. Great frame.
So now it's totally flipped, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Without Curtis throwing, it's 955. No, 960. 952. 962. Holy crap. 962.
Can I hear 9?
999. 911. 911. There we go.
Yeah, it's a big shot for Curtis here. Keep team total. Keep close in his match.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right. Keep sparing. See with the
Yeah.
lead.
Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be coming down 9 and 10. It'd be pretty big.
Mhm. Oh,
Oh, dreaded tap.
yeah.
Penalty shot. Yeah.
Right. It'll be an interesting 10th frame.
All right. Played 9 whole frames just for this moment.
Yeah. 3-point difference, but more marks with obviously Caribou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is what you get a little afraid of when people see that and they start pressing.
Yeah.
Put a little extra pressure on yourself to get that mark.
Now it forces Tyler to spare it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Larissa needs to make sure she gets that 5 points over there.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Yeah.
He
spares it.
does.
Dang.
So the match will go to Tyler as long as he stays behind the
Stays
foul line.
behind the foul line. Yeah.
Yep.
Come here's Curse Con.
Yeah.
There he's good.
Yeah.
1 point for the Thunder.
Great
There you go,
bomb by
Maddie.
Maddie.
Maddie can put, like, obviously Charlene has a little bit of wiggle room here, but Maddie puts all 3 in 10. She still needs something.
And
Yeah.
Charlene's only hit the middle 3 times, right? So
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's
but every
100%,
time.
Tim. But it's 100%.
strike every time.
Yeah, every time she hits the middle.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that game's done.
Yeah. All these matches at the bottom are still for grabs, too.
I'm sure she was like, please don't just hit the 2 pin.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, she's only hit the middle 4 times, but she's paired up everything except for 1,
Yes.
right? So it
Yeah.
was a well-thrown game that way.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
250.
There we go.
Big game.
Yeah.
259.
Considering, she had 3 2 pins to still pull out the 259. Like,
If Gino was there, I would love to tell him that story. He would be rolling over right now. Yeah.
Derek just
211.
pulled it.
Yeah.
So she can just get a count here. 228. She needs to clean up to shut him out by 2.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, so that game's done.
That game's now it puts a real stranglehold on the bottom there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Technically, it could be an EO still, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely in Kevin's hands here, taking over for Caleb there. So it all depends what Connor can do here to put a little pressure on him.
For sure.
Like, it could be a tie game, right?
Yeah.
If Kevin bangs out, Connor bangs out, we got a tie.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, man. Just punchy these last few frames.
Usually come in spurts when you're just pressing just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what Kevin does here.
For the top.
17. Need to spare it. I mean, looking back at this game, I mean, both Kevin and Tyler, they're probably the most experienced people on the team. They didn't even start them in the lineup, and just for experience, and it turned out to be pretty good for them.
Yeah,
That was the right call.
absolutely.
It's kind of a good way to get the team together, right?
Hey, Connor has to clean this up if he wants to secure half a point at least. Or to make sure he has half a point at least. Yep. Good job, Connor. Kevin throws a strike here. Oh, well. So they keep that one.
Yep.
And then we have Curtis at the bottom here that will want to keep his point too.
Yep. Curtis still has that opportunity too as well. So
yeah. Oh.
So
hey, Curtis
38.
Any mark is good.
He needs to double.
There's the mark.
She picks up the side. Yeah. Oh, that's a huge. Now he doesn't have to double the win. Or 30 count.
He's 31 already. Right?
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. You're probably right.
Whoever standing in front of the camera can move.
Yeah, why are we standing in front of the camera?
Kind of making things hard for us here, folks.
It's Connor.
What is that?
Connor, it's Connor. Get out of the way, Connor.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
31, yeah, that's enough, yeah.
Was he fixing score, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
No, it's Connor being Connor, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. All right, so 6-2.
Yep.
6-2. Well, we'll back this out here. 6-2 win for the Thunder. We'll wait for everybody to get settled before we bring in our managers. That was a close match, right till 9-10. Kind of slipped
And it just
away
seemed
a
like
little
they got
bit.
really pressed a little bit. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Ken Kurtz from the Trash Pandas and Kevin from Caribou Thunder. Close match all the way through, guys. There's no real, I think the most we had was 3 in a row. Lots of spares. I think that's the most spares I've seen in a match in a while.
Pretty boring game to watch, though, for you guys.
we always find stuff to talk about.
yeah, absolutely.
No, it was all right. It was nobody ran away with a match, so it always keeps it interesting, right?
Yeah.
So 6-2 win for the Thunder. A good start to your guys' season. Ken, 6-2 loss for the Trash Pandas, obviously, but you have the 5-3, so you end up with 8 points through 3 matches. So just a slightly below the half, but long day. How does it feel?
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like that last game we just had nothing but chops and funny hits, and then the 9th and 10th just killed us. We didn't produce in the 9th and 10th.
Yeah, you guys only had 2 marks in the 10th frame. That obviously isn't conducive to this high scoring and stuff like that. But yeah, you're right. The 9-10, you guys just had weird hits, a couple spares, and then lots of head pins. Doesn't do well, but obviously it's only the start of the season. Sure enough, you got 25% of your season kind of completed already, but not the worst situation, and lots of more points out there for the rest of the year. So, Kevin, Tim was telling us that you have one of your ladies driving 6 hours to play League.
Well, I didn't know she was.
no,
I didn't know. I didn't know Madison was in PG. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's about 2.5 for her.
You know what,
Still.
Kevin? From here on for the rest of the season, you just say it's 6 hours. Like that's
Hours.
that's the commitment you guys have on your team.
And Daryl
Dedicated.
bowls out of Quesnel, so he's about hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Fair. Well, I think your guys' season opener was really good with the whole new team roster, and you guys did phenomenal. And I can't wait to watch you guys play the rest of your season.
Right on. Yeah, it was fun.
All right. Well, we'll let you both go. Thanks again for sticking out with us for the whole day, Ken. And Kevin, good job. We'll see you guys
Good luck
for
the rest of the way.
the future.
See you guys later.
Right. Bye. Well, guys, I know we got close-ups here. Thanks again for sticking out 3 hours with me and commentating.
Easiest 3 hours.
Oof.
It was
You
good.
have-
It
you
was
have-
fun.
You have a rough go. You have a rough go if that was easy.
It was good. It was
No,
fun
it was
for everybody here today.
Yeah.
Good.
No,
Good.
it's fun to watch.
Yeah. So obviously we have podcast this Wednesday, but next week we have a whole new set of games coming on. I should have had it preloaded. We could have previewed it, but the Crushers will be out on the lane. So
Yeah.
tune in, everybody.
Yeah, it'd be the
Excellent.
highest view of the week for sure. Yeah.
Indeed.
we have better attitude than the Bombers, so we're good.
Oh, yeah. The Bombers. Oh, everybody that's still here, switch over to the other feed.
Yep.
The Bombers are playing the last match of the day. Jump over there, cheer on the Schwartz division finishing out, and we'll see you all guys next week.
Okay,
All right.
thanks, guys.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Cargill is proud to be supporting a truly Canadian sport like 5-pin bowling. We look forward to watching some great competition from many competitors and bowling centres across our country. With hundreds of locations across Canada, Cargill is committed to helping the Canadian farmer thrive. Whether it is selling commodities, getting agronomic advice, fertilizer needs, crop protection, and marketing expertise, Cargill is here to help. So please enjoy this bowling. Thank you.
Financial freedom begins with financial literacy.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm thrilled to be a sponsor. My journey began as a teacher because of my deep passion for education. I brought that same passion into the financial world to help families achieve financial freedom. Financial freedom isn't just about having more, it's about knowing more. That's why I'm here to help you make smart decisions with insurance, investing, and lending, all in one place. I'm Dave, and together we'll help you achieve financial freedom.